Pete the Cat, Scuba Cat by James Dean. Pete the cat is excited. He is going scuba diving. Pete puts on his mask and fins. He has a tank full of air. He hopes to see lots of fish. If you're lucky, you might see a seahorse, says Captain Joe. A seahorse, says Pete. I can't wait. I never saw one before. Their ridges look like a horse's mane, says Captain Joe. Groovy, says Pete. Pete jumps into the water. Splash! Down, down, down he goes. Up, up, up go the bubbles. Pete looks for a seahorse. He sees a swordfish. Pete swims out of its way. Do you see a seahorse near Pete? It's right here. Pete doesn't even see it. Silly Pete. Pete waves to a stingray. It has a long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete looks high and low for the seahorse. Then he feels a tickle. There's the seahorse again. Pete sees a school of fish. They all look alike, except for one. It puffs up. It's a blowfish. It is not a seahorse. Can you spot the seahorse? You're right, he's right here. Where could one be? Pete looks in the rocks. What is that? It's an octopus. It has 8 legs. It is not a seahorse. Here it is right here, still swimming along with Pete, and he has no idea. Pete feels a tickle. What could it be? Pete turns. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? It's still right here. Now it's by his fins. Pete sees a crab with claws. A seahorse does not have claws, Pete thinks. The cave is getting darker. Pete feels a tickle. It's the seahorse. Turn around, Pete. Then he sees an eel. Pete swims past it. It is too long to be a seahorse. Oh no, it is too dark to see. How will Pete get out? Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Pete is almost out of the cave. He sees an angelfish. It is very colorful. And the seahorse is still with Pete. Pete is out of the cave. So why is it so dark? Pete is in a shadow. He is in the shadow of a whale. Yikes! Pete wishes he could jump on the seahorse and ride away. Pete hops on a sea turtle instead. It takes him to the boat. Where did the seahorse go? I don't see it. I did not see a seahorse, thanks Pete. He feels a tickle on his tail. A seahorse, cries Pete. What a surprise! He finally just now is seeing the seahorse. You were with me all along, says Pete. What a cool adventure. The end. This is JoJo with JoJo Storytime for Kids. Please hit the subscribe button. Bye.